Finding some money on the ground 100 years ago, you could think yourself lucky. If you pick up something valuable today, though, it most likely means trouble. Here's a list of things you should never pick up. SIM cards. Picking one up and setting it into your phone, you might find a huge debt on yourself. Creditors might call you to get their money back. SIM cards can't fall out of the phone by accident, they're thrown away on purpose. Also, this card could be extracted from a stolen phone, and if you start using it, you will attract the attention of the police. Headphones. This is the same as picking up a toothbrush or a towel on the street. Headphones are home to a lot of germs. Even if you clean them thoroughly before using it, there's a chance for you to get sick. This is especially true for vacuum headphones with foam pads. Electronic devices. First of all, if you see a radio transmitter, mobile phone, or tablet lying on the road, never touch it. It might be unsafe and put there on purpose, so that you or any curious person picks it up. But if you still risked it, take it to the nearest police office. Don't take it with you, because you don't know who this device belonged to or how it was tampered with. Jewelry stuff. A diamond ring or a gold bracelet is glimmering on the ground. Of course you want to pick it up and take a look. At this point, a person may appear on the street and accuse you of stealing their jewelry. And they don't even need a witness because you've already left your fingerprints on the item. The owner can demand money and call the police if you refuse. So, if you see some shiny stuff on the ground, turn on the camera on your phone first, shoot it, and say loudly and clearly that you've just found the jewelry. Ancient coins and artifacts. Searching for such items is illegal in many countries. If the local police catch you while treasure hunting, it will be difficult to prove you found something by accident. Ancient items are the cultural heritage of the country. If there is definitely no one around, you can pick the item up and take it to a museum where they will evaluate it. Some museums give rewards for this, by the way, but don't walk around with a metal detector. Fraudsters can use vintage items to get money from you too. Imagine you're walking down the street and a stranger comes up to you showing an old coin. It looks pretty authentic to you. The stranger pretends to be homeless and says that no one buys it from him for a good price since people don't believe them. But they will believe you. The stranger can even show images of this coin on the internet where it is worth thousands of dollars. You give him a 20, take the coin, and bring it to the pawn shop. But it turns out that the coin's a cheap forgery worth a couple of bucks at most. Wallets, money, and credit cards. You walk down the street and find a wallet or wad of money tied with a rubber band. There's no one around, so you pick it up and give it to the police, of course. And suddenly, a stranger appears. They ask you to share the money with them. It doesn't matter whether you share or not, because another person will come up soon. The second one will introduce themselves as the wallet owner and say you've stolen their money. The first person will then turn into a witness who will confirm the theft. These two could go to the police if you wouldn't give them not only the found money, but your own too. Always check your surroundings before picking up such items. If you feel somebody's watching or following you, leave it be. Pins and syringes. An adult will never pick these items up from the ground, but it is very important to teach children the same. You can easily prick yourself on these objects and get sick, so never touch them. You can put on thick gloves, take some napkins, and pick the pin or sharp object up and throw it in the trash. This way, you reduce the chances that someone else gets hurt. Hedgehogs, birds, beautiful caterpillars. You go on a hike or picnic and see a little bird squeaking nearby. Don't touch it. Its parents are probably already looking for it. Try to find a nearby nest, and if it isn't there, move away from the bird and wait. If you have to leave and its parents still didn't appear, you can contact the local zoo where they will feed and raise the baby. Cute hedgehogs can be dangerous as they are carriers of various diseases, and beautiful caterpillars can be venomous. Better enjoy your picnic and don't interfere with the wildlife. Bags, books, and containers. You may come across a book, a small box, or something else you can put things inside. Don't pick it up because it can be used by criminals to pass prohibited stuff to each other. If you take it, You can become their unwilling accomplice. The stuff inside such a container can also be pretty dangerous. But not everything you can find by chance is bad. Some things can make you rich, and in an absolutely legal way. In New Zealand, Denmark, South America, and Australia, for example, people search for the teeth of an ancient megalodon shark. One tooth of this extinct monster can be worth thousands of dollars. The remains of ancient creatures such as dinosaurs or mammoths are not cultural heritage, but they're of great value to archaeologists. Things found on private property belong to the finder in the US and many other countries. So, if you're lucky, you might find something cool right in your backyard. A couple in England, for instance, discovered a Victorian kitchen in the basement of their parents' house. It was complete with pots, a stove, tables, plates, and even cutlery. Despite the great value of the find, the couple decided to keep the kitchen. But probably the coolest discovery was made in the middle of the 20th century in Turkey. A local resident knocked down a wall to repair his house and accidentally opened a passage to a large underground city. It goes down about 18 floors, and its area could accommodate around 20,000 people. Hopefully, they didn't add all that footage to his property tax bill.